Welcome to this video on the project management life cycle. In this session, we'll walk through all 5 phases from initiation to closing while showing how each stage helps reduce risks, improve planning, and keep your project on track. Let's get started. Let's start with the basics. A project is defined as a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. The key objective is to deliver results within specific constraints, time, cost, and scope, as illustrated in the triangle here. Understanding the importance of project management is key to delivering successful outcomes. Project management provides a structured approach that guides teams through each phase of the project efficiently. It helps facilitate clear communication and collaboration among all stakeholders involved. With effective project management, organizations can ensure higher quality outcomes, reduce risks, and improve overall performance. The project management life cycle is a structured process that guides a project from start to finish. It consists of 5 key phases. First, we have project initiation. This is where the project begins. Second is project planning. Here, we create a detailed roadmap. Next, in the execution phase, we carry out the actual work. After that comes monitoring and control, where we track progress. Finally, we reach project closure. This is where we deliver the final output. Following these phases helps maintain order, reduces risk, and increases the likelihood of a successful project. Phase 1 is called initiation, and it's all about laying a solid foundation before any actual work begins. First, we define the project goals and objectives. This helps establish the purpose, scope, and desired outcomes of the project. Second, we identify the stakeholders. These are individuals or groups affected by the project. Understanding their expectations early on helps avoid conflicts later. Then, we develop a business case or project charter to justify the project. It includes details like the scope, roles, estimated costs, and potential risks. Finally, based on the gathered information, leadership decides whether to approve or reject the project depending on feasibility, alignment, and risk. Stakeholder Analysis Grid, also known as the Power Interest Grid. This tool helps project managers categorize stakeholders based on their level of power and interest in the project. For example, stakeholders with high power and high interest need to be managed closely, while those with low power and low interest simply need to be monitored. This ensures communication and involvement are tailored effectively. Project Charter is a formal document that authorizes the project. It outlines critical information such as the project's objectives, scope, team roles, timeline, required resources, and success criteria. It serves as a reference throughout the project and ensures alignment among all stakeholders from the start. In the planning phase, we lay out the project roadmap in detail. First, we develop a project plan and schedule. This includes outlining tasks, timelines, dependencies, and key milestones. Next, we define the scope, budget, and resources, clearly stating what the project will include, assigning responsibilities, and allocating the necessary funds and materials. Then comes the risk management and communication plan, where we identify potential risks and set up communication strategies so all stakeholders are kept informed throughout the project. Lastly, we set baselines for tracking progress. These become reference points for scope, time, and cost so we can measure performance later. To support this phase, we use tools like the Gantt chart and work breakdown structure. Gantt chart is a visual scheduling tool that maps out tasks along a timeline. It shows when activities start and finish, how they overlap, and which team members are responsible. This helps keep the project organized and ensures everyone understands the deadlines. The second tool is the Work Breakdown Structure, or WBS. This is a hierarchical diagram that breaks the entire project into smaller, more manageable sections. It helps project managers assign tasks, estimate costs, and track progress more effectively by giving a clear view of what needs to be done at every level. In summary, the planning phase sets the foundation for successful execution. In Phase 3, Execution, the project plan is put into action. First, we assign tasks and manage resources by clearly allocating responsibilities and ensuring efficient use of time, tools, and materials. Then we execute the project plan, meaning the actual work gets done while staying aligned with the objectives outlined in the planning phase. We also focus on quality assurance and stakeholder engagement, ensuring that outputs meet standards and keeping stakeholders informed and involved throughout. Additionally, we monitor timelines and deliverables to track progress, identify delays early, and take corrective actions as needed. To support all this activity, we use a task management dashboard, like the one shown here. It visually tracks task status, priority, team assignments, and completion percentage. This tool makes it easy to see what's on schedule, what's at risk, and where attention is needed, keeping the execution phase transparent and under control. Phase 4 focuses on keeping the project on track through constant evaluation and control. First, we track performance using KPIs. Key performance indicators help measure progress, productivity, and quality. Second, we manage changes using a formal change control process. This allows us to assess the impact of changes to scope, schedule, or budget before approval. We also conduct regular risk assessments, identifying new risks and updating mitigation strategies as the project evolves. Finally, we make sure the project stays on scope, time, and budget by comparing actual progress to the original plan and adjusting where needed. To support this phase, we use tools like the Performance Dashboard, which provides a real-time overview of risk status, open issues, and progress breakdowns. Another powerful tool is the Earned Value Chart, which compares planned value, earned value, and actual cost, helping us analyze performance and forecast outcomes accurately. In the final phase, closing, we formally complete the project. First, we finalize all project activities, ensuring all tasks are completed and objectives have been met. Next, we deliver the final product to the client, and obtain formal sign-off or acceptance from the sponsor. Then, we document lessons learned. This step is critical for future improvement, as it helps identify what worked well and what didn't. Finally, we release project resources and archive documents, which includes reassigning staff, closing contracts, and securely storing project files for future reference. A helpful tool at this stage is a project closure checklist, like the one shown here. It outlines who is responsible for what tasks and tracks whether each item has been completed. This ensures nothing is missed during wrap-up. Let's now look at how the project management life cycle works in a real-world example, launching a fitness tracking mobile app. In the initiation phase, the team identified a market gap for a simple, user-friendly fitness app. Then in planning, they developed the project scope, timeline, resource plan, and identified potential risks. Moving into execution, they began building the app, developing features, designing the UI/UX, and integrating health APIs. During monitoring and controlling, they tracked sprint progress, handled change requests, and ensured everything met testing standards. Finally, in the closing phase, the completed app was launched to app stores, client feedback was gathered, and documentation was archived. This example shows how each phase of the life cycle plays a critical role in turning an idea into a successful product. Using the project management life cycle provides several key advantages. First, it brings better organization and clarity, allowing everyone to understand what needs to be done and when. It also improves team collaboration by clearly assigning roles and responsibilities throughout the phases. Another major benefit is enhanced quality control and client satisfaction, as structured processes help ensure consistent standards and timely communication. Lastly, by following each phase carefully, we significantly increase the project's success rate, reducing risks and improving overall outcomes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you understand the project management life cycle clearly and how it can be applied in real projects. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.